Hello there, Thrash Silvers here, and today we'll be discussing several projects within the Total Drama fandom that have piqued my interest. This list is purely subjective, therefore it is of my opinion, but I will be ranking a list of 10 shows that I'm intrigued with and expect to watch. This ranking will count down to projects I'm the most enthusiastic about. I will highlight qualities I'm thrilled for, and address elements I'm concerned about. Many shows have come out of the woodworks that have been heavily inspired or influenced by Total Drama Island. This elimination game show format has sparked quite a following and even assisted in the creation of a new category, such as the object show genre. Battle for Dream Island championed this new wave of animation and opened the floodgates to a more simplified childlike elimination game show. However, not soon after, Jared Madrigal, now recognized as one of the two heads of Odd Nation Cartoons, piloted a show identical to Total Drama called Dventure Camp. I will be focusing on shows that came after these pivotal projects and speak on their futures. Such pioneers to this community fed young fans. However, everything changed with one 20-minute pilot that sparked controversy online, but inspired countless creators within the community itself. To start off our list, we'll be discussing Reunion. Number 10. Formerly known as Total Drama Reunion, this project began with a humble animator by the name of Adam Rudin. Amongst the lockdown from COVID, Rudin developed a fan-made trailer that followed several contestants from Total Drama Island, which took place 15 years in the future. The purpose of this trailer was for Adam to pay homage to a production that inspired him. The trailer was well received amongst fans and breathed life back into a dying community. It even brought us names like Michael Kim, Ken Coy, Derek Jackman, Rachel Glate, and Benjamin Potter, as well as older icons in the community like Wow Such Gaming and Total Drama Noah. Soon after the release of an official pilot, Reunion was cease and desisted by Fresh TV, and the future looked gloomy for a revival. However, shortly after, Total Drama Island was coincidentally renewed after a 9-year hiatus. Rudin has since rebranded his show with a shorter title that doesn't infringe on trademark law, accompanied by new designs. It is unknown whether Reunion will ever see its conclusion, but with the newest featured animation on Blue Studios, it would seem there is some hope for a long-awaited return. Number 9. Exotic Escapade is a newer project that has raised a passionate cult following. Fans were quickly attracted to its warm aesthetic and diverse array of characters. After the release of its first poster, the project became a staple within the community. Traction only increased with the announcement of their cast, featuring names such as Ken Coy, Benjamin Potter, Rytix, Jace Hansen, and Chris Dully, names recognized from prior projects such as Reunion and Dventure Camp. The show follows a similar format to Survivor, and I'm hopeful that it will shine in all its uniqueness. The crew seems to be driven by a pure desire to create something inspirational and have announced that they will not be profiting from this project. A potential concern that I have for this show is the art. Many lines, angles, and designs seem unproportional and lack dimension. However, with the progress and talent within the production, I'm positive the team will grow and address these small critiques. Number 8. Rounding off another project from Blue Studios on this list is Retro Reality, one of the more unique shows because of its futuristic elements, violently humorous nature, and centralized protagonist. Most elimination game shows avoid the idea of presenting a main character to make the evictions more ambiguous. However, Retro Reality ignores this trope by introducing us to Ellie. The show follows her perspective as she's thrust into a new strange environment with wacky personalities deriving from all walks of life. The trailer even features the horrifically comedic removal of a character's limb. My guess is that this show will rely heavily on its shock value and sentimental journey of the hero. My concern is that Rudin has since gone silent since the audition process, which means the future of this project is uncertain. However, Adam has a way of making an unexpected return, and his content is always of high quality. Number 7. With just a teaser and trailer to its name, Saturn Productions brought us another project to be excited for. Calamity Island, which is another parody of the popular game show Survivor, feels like a series with a bright future. The vibes remind me of Dventure Camp when it first came out, and we all witnessed the glorious rise of that show as it evolved into Dventure Camp. Calamity Island is one that I anticipate to keep a close eye on because it'll likely move its way up in my ranking as we get more content. Several notable names have been announced within the cast, such as Chris Daly, Derek Jackman, Aubrey Lima, Josh Osborne, and Ken Coy. Rumors are spreading that Saturn Productions are testing a new art style and are livening up their animations behind the scenes. I think this is a smart approach, and I can't wait to see the finalized designs. My only critiques are the movement of the animation seems a little stiff and the shading could use some more attention. However, I believe they are already aware of these details, so I'm not worried because they will learn and grow as they create the show, which means we should support them during this process of progress. Number 6. The Million Game Academy doesn't have a ton of content attached to its brand yet. However, the designs alone were enough to be ranked high on my list. Heavily inspired by the total drama art style, the designs are sharp and creative. The most exciting part of this production is its characters. Hey Kato produced several comic-style stories that enlighten us about the backstory of each contestant, which will likely play a role in their arc within the show. Some of their personalities are ones that we have truly never seen before, such as Vlad, Sonny, Erin, Lily, and Veronica. These are the top 5 characters I want to see more of. However, most of the contestants seem compelling, and I'm excited to see who they cast. A minor critique I have for this series is that it is called the Million Game Academy, which I don't fully comprehend. It kind of feels like it was supposed to be called the $1 Million Academy or the $1 Million Game Academy. The current title just feels incomplete, but that isn't a huge issue. Overall, the project seems promising, and I hope to see some animation for the show soon. Number 5. Kicking off my top 5 projects within the community is Battle for Dream Island. There is a special place in my heart for object game shows, which derives from this project inspiring me as a child. Battle for Dream Island began over 13 years ago and has made a strong influence in building its own genre within the fandom. This is one of the most interactive shows online because it invites the audience to vote to influence the game. I remember rooting for characters like Pin, Pencil, Coiny, Rocky, Fiery, and Leafy. The brilliance of this show relies on its consistency and writing. The comedy is childlike, however, it has an undertone of maturity that adults can appreciate. The creators have held fan meet and greets. They seem to truly appreciate their audience, which warms my heart. They've tested several different animation styles over the years, and I'm attached to the newest one. However, it was jarring at adapting to the change in pace, so I hope this show stays grounded and continues to improve. Number 4. Inanimate Insanity is another object game show that I thoroughly enjoy. Adam Katz, the creator, started this series at a very young age and stuck with it into his adulthood. This series has grown in its popularity, but what makes it slightly better than Battle for Dream Island is its vision. Battle for Dream Island is consistently good because it comfortably relies on its soap opera childlike category. However, Inanimate Insanity takes risks as it addresses deeper, more human issues like accepting oneself and finding empathy for others. The true differentiation is its separation of tone. Battle for Dream Island treats everything like it's a punchline, whereas Inanimate Insanity recognizes sorrow and malice, which makes for a very compelling story. An example of this would be how BFDI handles Blocky as opposed to II handling Nickel. We're near the end of their more recent season, and I'm thrilled to watch them grow as they make a 4th and 5th season. Number 3. This next entry comes as no surprise to anyone. It is Dventure Camp Season 4. If Reunion was the project that revived the fandom, then Dventure Camp was the show that glued everything together. It is the anchor in the community right now. Dventure Camp has become the heart of the fan base because of its journey. It began as a passion project and grew into something widely recognized around the world. Most community members prefer this show over the original Total Drama series because it delves into more mature themes such as identity, heartbreak, acceptance, and betrayal. Many voice actors made a name for themselves from this series, such as Josh Osborne, Aubrey Lima, Rytix, Jace Hansen, Silly Billy, and Chris Daly. However, it also featured strong names that already had an influence in the community, such as Michael Kim, Rachel Glate, Derek Jackman, and Ken Coy. Season 3 was a major improvement from its prior entries. The animation felt more fluid, the acting was more natural, and the writing was less choppy. The creators listen to their fans and apply healthy critiques. It feels like this production is growing, and that can be supported by the fact that they've been hiring more artists and animators. Episodes are releasing at a much faster pace. However, I am concerned that the story may suffer if they rush to release Season 4. I am also anxious to see if this can grow beyond its predecessor, or if it will be confined to the total drama fandom. All in all, Dventure Camp has been a major success, and I look forward to their future seasons. Number 2. The Mysteries of Krueger Mansion is an intriguing spin on the format we all love. Not only does this show utilize the elimination game formula, but it throws 14 contestants into a mysterious storyline where they're forced to juggle the show with a paranormal threat. What I loved about this idea is that it didn't copy the same tropes we've seen over the years. It merges a show like Big Brother with a show like Gravity Falls. It's inventive and raises the stakes for animated reality television because the strange environment might actually be dangerous for our characters. I loved the continuation of Reynold Chaddington's character as he crossed over to this show, which canonically ties together Reunion, Retro Reality, Dventure Camp, and Krueger Mansion. It was a genius way to pay homage to the other projects. What I'm the most intrigued with is the traitor element. The creator, Derek Jackman, leaked some intel claiming someone on the cast was an imposter, set to keep the secrets of the show locked away and sabotage the game. I'm thrilled with this new spin because it livens up not only the mystery, but the game itself. I do hope to see more improvement with the pacing, sound design, and stiff animation. However, it was enchanting to watch, and I loved the cast. I straightened my back once I heard Ken Coy playing Danny, and fell in love with Rachel Glate's performance as Fargo. The voices match the characters super well, and I'm elated to see the new character redesigns in action. The show has limitless potential, and I hope they succeed with their goal to pitch this show to a streaming network. Number 1. Coming in at number 1 is Reality Resort. This project is nothing but stunning. It is of my opinion that this is the most aesthetically appealing project within the fandom. Each character seems very unique in their interactions, and the host is super engaging. The show features a star-studded cast within the community, such as Josh Osborne, Derek Jackman, Rytix, Michael Kim, and Ken Coy. These 5 voice actors brought such strong performances to where it overshadowed the other voices that were a little more amateur. However, holistically, every single person performed super well. I loved Tino, I loved Annalise, and I loved Olive. There's always room for improvement. I noticed there were brief moments where the backgrounds were pixelated, the animation was stiff, and the microphones weren't properly condensed. However, the sound design and music was top tier. When I picture this show, I think vibrance. The color tones they use were very easy on the eyes. I loved how the characters blended with the background art and how they interacted with their environment. The pros heavily outweigh the cons, and I want to see more. I'm beyond curious who the first elimination is going to be. My guess is either Finn, Cheryl, Topaz, or VJ. If this is the future of the fandom animation, then we're in for a giant treat. Anywho, this is my ranking for the top 10 shows I'm the most excited to watch within the total drama community. Please let me know what you think of my rating and which shows you are the most excited to see within the fandom. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more analysis videos or prediction videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. I haven't posted in a while, but I'm planning on getting back into it. Anyways, I'm Thrash Silvers. Bye-bye.